and I actually ended up having to focus on like student loans and stuff like that. So if you're a student, stand by for this next part, especially if you're a college student. If you're a graduate student, you most likely already know this, but if you are a freshman or a sophomore in college or just new to college in general, this part is going to be very helpful for you. So stay tuned. I'm about to go get a drink of water. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is living their best life, and if you're not, please do something today to put you on the path of living your best life. So for my last video for like the Learning Raven playlist or whatever, I was talking about my study session from the beginning of the year. I'm not going to touch on to the one that I did on, well, not the beginning of the year, but the beginning of February. And I'm not going to touch on the one from like the last week of February, because that's basically just me reading the Think and Grow Rich book. And I'm getting there, well, getting to the point where I'm almost done with it, and I'm just going to make that a whole separate video by itself. So what I was talking about at near the end of the last video before I went away to get a drink of water was I was touching on the subject of Stanford Subsidized Loans as well as taxes. Because one thing that I did in the beginning of the college semester, since I didn't have enough money to pay for my books or to cover the rest of the tuition, since I was taking a full load of classes. I am taking a full load of classes as well this semester, but last semester I was doing the same, but I wasn't really sure how much all of that was going to cost. Anyway, I had to take out a Stanford Subsidized Loan, which is when, I'm going to just read it straight off of my textbook. A Stanford Subsidized Loan is when the government pays the interest on your loan while you're in school, during the 6-month grace period after school, and during a period of deferment if you choose to have one. So the fixed interest rate on this loan is 4.45% for undergraduate students, which I am. So as I'm in school right now, and 6 months after I graduate, the government is going to be paying that interest rate. So by the end of my whole college career, all I'm going to owe is the full amount that I took out, which is $3,500, and that amount changes or varies every single year. You can do your own research that applies to your situation, or if you can see yourself doing that in the future. The reason why I even got on this subject to begin with is because in the second semester, I didn't need all that money. So I was contemplating, should I just send it all back to the loan office, or should I do something with that money, such as invest it? I was thinking like it could be a good idea to like invest it in an idea that I might have, a passion project that I might have, a business idea that I might have. It might be a smart idea to invest that money into it. But as I was doing more research, it was just becoming iffy on what I could or could not do with that money. So on a few websites, it said that it was illegal to invest that money in anything other than educational expenses. And I'm going to go ahead and read off exactly what type of expenses that covers. So the cost of attendance being exceeded, so blah blah blah. It's basically a tuition, on-campus board and room, books, supplies, personal expenses, transportation, and expected financial aid. So that's like the cost of attendance, and that's all you could use those loans for according to a few websites. And then it also said on this one website, according to a direct loan, student loans are intended to be used for educational expenses only. But anyway, yeah, it was just too iffy on that site. It kept on saying that it was illegal to do so, and other than illegal, they were saying it was like a dumb move to make, because so anything that you invest is a risk, whether that's a business, an idea, college, anything that you do is a risk. But they were telling me that, or the websites I was researching on, they were saying that putting money that isn't dedicated for that, so putting money aside or putting money into investments and ideas that isn't dedicated for that money is only dedicated or supposed to go to educational expenses and stuff like that. Since it's not going in that place, it'll be too risky of a move to put that money in there, especially come the time when it's time for you to graduate and pay it all in full if you haven't been paying it back as the years go on, which I am doing. I'm enrolled in like a little billing service, so a portion of my income goes back to the student loan office every single month. So then by the time that I graduate, either I won't have to pay anything, or like it'll all be paid for, or I'll only have to pay a very small like chunk of what I owe. Yeah, that's what I was researching. And then other websites, it said that it's not illegal. I don't know. What I decided to do with that money, since all these different websites have totally different answers, and also since I didn't do the very smart idea and like thoroughly analyze the document before I sign, that's a note to future Raven and whoever is watching this video. Before you sign any document, read it thoroughly, analyze that. If it's a really big deal, get a lawyer into it. I don't care. It's not a big deal when it comes to like student loans, because a lot of people have to go through that, so it's not like life or death situation. But it would be a good idea to just thoroughly analyze and thoroughly go through. I don't care who's watching. I don't care if you feel awkward. I don't care if somebody's trying to rush you. If they're trying to rush you, look at them like this and then go back to reading. Okay? Because like before you sign any document, just read it thoroughly so that you know exactly what you're signing up for and what you're signing up to, and then you're not going to be like on the prowl or something, searching down websites that may or may not be a good website to like cite, or a good website to research on, because it may not be exactly what you're looking for. You know what I mean? Like it won't give you the right answers. Only reading that document and analyzing it thoroughly would get you those answers. So what I decided to do with that money is that I'm just going to keep it into my account for right now, for any like rainy day expenses. It's kind of like having a credit card, so like if anything bad happens, I'll still have that money to help me out or support me, especially if I need transportation to get to school, or I don't know, something could happen and I need whatever funds have been put into my account, which wasn't a lot because I am taking a full load of classes, so most of that loan just went straight to paying for classes, honestly. But whatever situation I run into, I'll have a little bit of extra pocket change to help me out, you know? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep on doing the auto enrollment or auto billing payment cycle to go straight to the loan office, so then I won't owe a lot of money by the time that I graduate. In the term of investing in my ideas and businesses and on ideas and passion projects that I see have a future, I'm just going to invest my own money into it. And if it's a very big idea or something that needs a physical building in general and I don't have enough money for it, I might consider looking into taking out a business loan. But again, I'm going to be doing my research, reading documents thoroughly, and truly seeing what I could or could not be signing up for. That's what I recommend a bunch of you guys to do, whether you're younger than me, older than me, I don't care, whatever year this is. If you have an idea, I would recommend first trying to fund it out of your own pocket and put your own money into that idea, or your own money into that business, passion project, whatever it have you. And then if the time comes where you need to take out a business loan, do your research and thoroughly know what you're signing up for. Create that business plan. Put yourself in the position of seeing yourself succeed in that business, so you can know what exactly, or have an idea of what you might need for that business before you just go out and go to the bank and take out a business loan. Okay? But again, I am speaking from a point of view where I don't have experience with that. So again, I do encourage you guys to do your own research before you do anything. Okay? These are just my ideas. It's just showing you the beginning process or my beginning thought patterns before I actually do experience these certain situations in life, especially with the path that I see myself going down. So yeah, again, just do your own research, stick to your plan, and I guess consult your higher self, God, whatever, to see what the perfect option is for you. Okay? Alright, and then the next topic that I researched during the study session are taxes for this upcoming tax season, because I've never had to file taxes before. I've never earned enough income from working part-time jobs at fast food restaurants. I've never earned enough income, to be honest, to even like file for taxes. And this year, since I did receive that $3,500 in loan money, even though most of it did go straight to the college, I guess that still is seen as income coming into my, like, account and everything, even though most of it, almost none of it even touched my account. But since it can be seen as income coming into my account, the tax office or the IRS might need me to pay taxes. As I was doing my research, I found out that yes, I could qualify for taxes, but I am being filed as a dependent underneath my parents. Again, we're going to continue doing some more research to see if I need to file separately, since I had income coming in from my I worked 2 part-time jobs in the year of 2019, so they can see income coming in from those 2 places as well as from the college in that loan disbursement. I don't know, I might have to file taxes as an independent or a single independent this year. What I researched on Credit Karma, I do not have to file this year. I can still file under single dependent, and since I am filing as a dependent under my parents' name and I did get that loan disbursement from my college, they do qualify for the American Opportunity Tax Credit, I believe. Let me look in my little book. Yep, they qualify for the American Opportunity Tax Credit, which is a school credit. If you did not know, again, if you are in college, I would recommend researching these different types of like tax refund credits, because you could receive a refund just for going to college. So let me just let me just read off my book the information that I found through my research about the American Opportunity Tax Credit. So the American Opportunity Tax Credit reduces the amount of tax owed by you or the persons claiming the credit. So in this case, it will be my parents. And the credit repays 100% of the first $2,000 of the qualified education expenses, not experience, expenses in the first 4 years of college. So basically what that means is that since I did receive that $3,500 from the loan disbursement office, or it is filed under my name, my parents will receive a $2,000 tax credit, if I'm understanding this correctly, or a tax refund based on those educational expenses. And then credit also repays 25% of the next $2,000 of qualified education expenses, so $500 basically. So let's say that I took out a loan of $4,000. So I'm guessing that my parents would get the $2,000 as well as the $500, since it will be the 100% of the $2,000 and then 25% of the $500. Again, I could be understanding this wrong. If I am, please correct me in the comments below, because not only will I benefit, but whoever else comes across this video will benefit from that as well. And then it also says that the exception is if the initial portion of the credit reduces the tax I owe to 0, and then from there I can just get 40% of the remaining amount, up to $1,000, back as a refund. On that part, it was a little iffy about the understanding. I'm guessing that what it means is that from what I earn, if what I get back as a refund totals out my tax that I owe to $0, then I could only receive 40% of whatever income that I guess that the IRS saw. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how to explain that. I'm guessing that as I experience paying taxes, or once I get experience with paying taxes, and once I truly, I guess, like, get in the groove of it, I don't know, and then I'll understand. But right now it's going straight over my head, so I'm definitely gonna have to be doing some more research on that. So that's basically all that I researched during that second study session. Again, I do encourage all of you guys to do your own research, because one thing that I remember that I put on the channel that was dedicated to this learning platform before I kind of neglected it and just merged it into this main channel, is that ignorance is bliss, but struggle isn't. So what I mean by that is take steps today, even if they seem dumb. Like, take steps that you know adults in your life or that you know that adults around you or people around you have to do every single day just to survive in this world, or just to, I guess, thrive in this world, and actually do research, because that could be you, or if they're thriving, that will be you in the future. So you have to set yourself up for that future by doing the research that you need to do now, so then when you actually experience those things, you have kind of an idea of how things should go. And another way that you could think about this is that if you do see yourself thriving in the future, and you know that you're going to have to do business expenses, or you're going to have to pay for business expenses, you're going to have to pay business taxes, you're going to have to do this, that, and the third, it's best to get some idea of what exactly goes into this and start doing your research now. So then when you actually have to, I guess, put together a team, if you do not have a team already, or you have to discuss whatever business idea, discuss whatever passion project idea, discuss whatever that you see is going to help you thrive in this world, both financially, spiritually, physically, I'm not sure, whatever have you. If you see yourself thriving in those aspects and you do your research now, people won't be able to, I guess, con you as easily, or people won't be able to take advantage of you as easily, especially if you're a young person. They're going to see your youth as a way to manipulate you, one, and take advantage of whatever thing that you're ignorant on. So it's best to prime yourself with the knowledge first, and then as you go through these experiences and you do get conned, do get manipulated, do win in certain aspects, but there's failures and winners, or failures slash lessons, and then stuff that actually succeeds in your life. Well, all of it is success, because the failure is just a lesson that you can share with others, and that sharing of the lesson is what makes you wise. And then the successes or the wins that you have are, again, another story that you can share with people and inspire others. You feel me? So anything that you do, it will be a success, just know that. But it's best to prime yourself with information first, and then experience those things that you know that you're going to have to experience, period, like such as paying taxes, no matter how young you are, paying taxes, paying bills, doing stuff that you know that you're going to have to do in the future because you see other people around you already doing that. So then you won't be conned in the future, manipulated based on your youth, your look, whatever may have you, okay? So ignorance is bliss, but struggle isn't. So do your own research. Take the time out of your day, at least 30 minutes out of your day, just like how they recommend 30 minutes of exercise a day. Do 30 minutes of at least studying and researching something that you know is going to help you out in the future. All right, even if you don't know what that might be exactly in this moment, experience will teach you, but it's best to prime yourself with the knowledge first. Okay. With that being said, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way through. I really appreciate it, and I really hope that you guys took something out of this video, because again, ignorance is bliss, but struggle isn't. So just do what you have to do to get where you need to be, okay? So with that being said, I hope everybody lives their best life and has a great day. And with that, peace, love, and light to you all.